How are you doing, everybody? Welcome to Russell Heritage Golf. Today we are going to be talking about how to stay down and control your iron shots. Lots of amateur golfers should be attracted to this because you know that your contact's not great, you start to stand up, and I'm going to show you how basically one move can eradicate this. Now this video is part of a video series, and in the first video of how to control your iron shots I talked about the importance of alignment. So to put in good practice, what I'm going to do is actually, not today, I'm not going to use alignment sticks, right, in case you haven't got some. I'm going to use a golf club. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to place the golf club down on the floor so that it aligns my feet parallel to the direction where I'm going, which is going to be the yellow flag in today's video. Alignment's key. So many golfers have poor alignment and never really practice it. So that is an absolute must, because you can only control your irons, like I said in the last video, if you have good alignment and you can see a good starting direction. Now, let's talk about the problem. Standing up. Standing up when you're hitting the shots. The problem that this is also kind of often used as a keyword is early hip extension. Now, early hip extension essentially just means that you are getting closer towards the ball when you're hitting it. And the problem is when your pelvis starts to move closer towards the ball in the downswing position, the spine will always align itself to the pelvis, so the spine starts to stand up. This will mean in the start of the downswing, the shaft would have to come down more vertical because there's no space, and the only way you can hit the ball is with a flippy hitting action, which has no way are you going to get consistency with your irons, and no way are you going to feel like you are ever in control of what is likely to happen. But how do you stay down? We need to be careful here because we don't want any misconceptions. Actually, when we hit the golf ball, it's very much an extension. So in theory, you would rotate back, you would transition down, and then you need to come up and out of the way. But what's the difference between a professional's impact where they look like they stay down and cover the ball and an amateur's impact where they look like they're standing up? And it's all about the location of the lead hip. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I'd suggest. Now, you can do this by doing it for sure, drills at home. Use a chair, use a solid object that you can really feel. You go down the range, you could use a golf bag. I'm going to use an alignment stick, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up towards the golf ball, and I'm just going to place the alignment stick in the ground in line with my left ankle. So once I'm in my posture, I can feel it on my tush line, right? I'm just going to give that a little thump in the ground so it's nice and sturdy. So as I get set up like so, as you can now see, okay, I have now got this in contact with my left hip. Now, if you're practicing off a mat, you're going to need to use your golf bag, or you're going to need to get creative. I'll leave that to you. But this is an absolute must. Because again, one last time, what an amateur golfer's doing coming in towards this hitting area is they are moving the pelvis closer towards the ball so you look this way. And what you need to be doing is pushing the cane back. So if it's your golf bag, push the golf bag back. If it's a cane, push the cane back. If it's a chair that you're using down the range, push it back. I mean, push it. And the key term is push. And what this will do is that when you come in towards this hitting area and you start to push this cane back, it will help you trigger an extension of the hips and the legs. And my left leg will start to straighten. It tilts the pelvis. It means the shoulders therefore become tilted aligned with the pelvis, and it means you'll end up in a position like so. If you don't get that hip depth and keep that hip back and you start to move forward, you're gonna look this way. So it's really key that you push the left hip back. Now, hopefully you'll resonate with the video and you'll be like, yes, that's me. And I would be like, yes, good that you have resonated with it. Fantastic. It's not as easy as it looks. I'm not gonna lie. You might have to do some slow swings first, some dry runs in and around the house where you're just doing the exercise and trying to push it back, because it will test your coordination and your balance if you're so accustomed to standing up. But it's so important. Push it back, and you're trying to push it back essentially for as long as you can. but you certainly want to get as far into post impact as you possibly can, then inevitably you're going to have to stand up to finish the swing. So, like I said, this video is part of a video series. This is part 2. There is one more part to come where I'm going to be talking about compressing irons, shaft lean, and it ties in beautifully with today's video of this left hip clearing action. So, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I always appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe. If you press the bell icon, that means you receive notifications every time a new video comes out, and you can follow these videos step by step and only develop your game. So, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll catch up with you guys again really, really soon.